everyone, you reach Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Kanye West. It took me a moment before I got the opportunity to do this video because I was going back and forth in my head, back and forth on whether or not is Kanye West mentally ill, or is the person we seeing before as Kanye West, is this antics, is it just him? And here's what I came up with. I believe that yes, it is in him, it is part of him, but I think we're seeing this part of him because he is severely mentally ill. And I think that he needs high-level medications and he needs to take them every day in order for us not to see this crazy side of Kanye West that we see before us. And I also think that part of the reasoning why he is okay with maybe perhaps not taking medication and letting these antics, be seen by the world is because in the past, and when I say past, for over a decade, the world has celebrated the antics. They have rewarded him for the antics, and they have even, people won't admit to it now, but there's a tons of people that said that Kanye West is a genius, or in the past they said, they used to agree that he was a genius. And the only reason why people are shying away from him now and kind of backing away is because his antics have reached an all-time high and they're hurting a lot of people. More people than it hurt before. Like before, a lot of his antics, it either hurt people that people didn't care about anyway, or it was hurting an individual. But now a lot of his antics, they're hurting groups of people, and they feel like, you know what, now Kanye West has gone too far. But Kanye West has always gone too far. It's just a matter of who was looking at it at the time, and did the people care about, the situation that he was making a mockery of at that moment. So let's go back into a little bit of history with Kanye West. When Kanye West we was first introduced him on the scene, his first single, Through the Wire, it came to us through a very tumultuous situation. He was in a horrific car accident. In that accident, he broke his jaw, and they had to wire his jaws shut. And through the wiring of his jaws shut, he was not able to talk. He had to eat differently and feed himself differently through nutrition or whatever the case may be. And so as a result of that, birthed the song, his #1 single at the time, Through the Wire. Very amazing song and a great hit, right? And so as a result of that success, I want to say 3 years in a row, Kanye West received Rap Album of the Year. So he got 3 Grammys in a row for 3 different albums. But with those highs came some lows. Unfortunately, at some point, his mother, Donna West, she lost her life. She decided to have elective plastic surgery, complications of the surgery. She didn't make it. And I really feel that hit Kanye West extremely hard, okay? And I think when that happened, it triggered something in him, which triggered the rise of his mental illness. And I personally feel at that point, he was not the same again. Imagine as a son who is very close to your mom because, y'all was like bosom buddies because she was a single parent, right? And here you are, you have the opportunity because you start making money, because you have this success, and, you're helping your mom, you're buying her a house, and all things are going well. At some point, your mother decides she wants to have plastic surgery. And you support her, and maybe perhaps you gave her the money. I don't know this 100% sure, guys. I'm just, guessing here. You gave her the money to have such plastic surgery. She has this surgery, then she has complications from this surgery, and then she passed. You start rolling in your head like, oh my God, if I didn't have this success, if I didn't have the money, my mom would still be here. My mom, who is my best friend, who I love so very much, thinking I'm just doing the right thing for her to make her happy, and now she's not here. So imagine carrying that guilt, that shame, beating yourself up over that particular situation. That's a lot for anybody to bear. And although, many people will point back to there was a change in him when his mother passed, and some people was like, stop it, don't keep making excuses for him. Not making excuses, but I'm just acknowledging the fact that there was a change, and that was something very traumatic. And I think it unfortunately started the roller coaster ride with him, where he would just have these moments where he was fine, and then have these moments where he had these antics, right? And then we got to go to the time when it started. It is just so many things we can talk about, but this is over the years, right? I just got to peek at my notes for 1 minute here, just to give y'all a list of some things. In 2009, he interrupted Taylor Swift at the MTV Music Awards, right? Saying that Beyonce deserved the award more than she did. Now, Jay-Z and Beyonce did not like that. They wasn't here for it. But, some of the Beehive, they was congratulating him and saying, yeah, you're right. So again, celebrated for this bad behavior. So no matter how you feel about who got the award, it was still very bad behavior. But he didn't receive a lot of backlash for that. Not enough for him to think, you know what, let me knock off these freaking antics. Like I said, some people celebrated him, some people was pissed off at him. He did go on an apology tour at that particular time because of what he did, apologizing. But then he apologizes, but he kind of negates the apology because he starts saying other stuff. He every time you would talk to him, he would say, nobody knew Taylor Swift before I did that. He said I made that be. So he's always been messy. But the problem is he was celebrated for some of his mess, right? In 2011, he started a fashion line. And the first fashion line he started, I believe, it was DW for Donna West, his mom. And critics ripped that line to shreds, and he was pissed off. And what did he do? He went on his antics again. So when you don't agree with Ye, when you don't agree with Kanye West, he blacks out. Okay, 2013, he had a big controversy with Nike. Okay, he was pissed off with Nike, left Nike, went to Adidas. And the reason why he was pissed off is because he felt like Nike wasn't giving him enough credit for his designs, and they only wanted to use him for his name. 2014, I think he started dating Kim Kardashian in 2012. 2014, they were on the cover of Vogue magazine. Listen, and ironically, Anna Wintour, she was better friends with Kanye West than she was with Kim Kardashian at the time, because she just felt Kim Kardashian and Kardashians didn't represent fashion, and Vogue is all fashion. So she took a big risk by putting Kim and Kanye on the cover, to the point where people were pissed. People was trying to back out of their subscription, said they was going to no longer subscribe to Vogue magazine because Anna decided to put this couple who they felt were not fashion on the cover. But Anna did it because she was friends with Kanye, who is also now kind of pissed at Kanye. Okay, he has so many things going on. There was a time, I want to say 2015, you remember this, when his laptop was allegedly stolen in Paris, and then one of his songs was leaked to confirm that that was kind of confirmation that the laptop was stolen. But then he later on writes this song, I can't remember the name of the song right now, that kind of gave proof that his cousin was the one who stole his laptop and kind of extorted money from him to get the laptop back. He said that he had to give the cousin $250,000 to get the laptop back. So unfortunately for Kanye West, he has people, which his own family members in his camp, that are kind of just using him, okay? But again, all of his beefs, he takes to social media in some way, shape, or fashion, right? Twitter was his worst enemy. He got in so much trouble doing Twitter. Now, I want to say, what was it? Oh, in 2016, he had this big Twitter beef with Wiz Khalifa. And at the time, at one time, Kanye West dated Amber Rose, but Wiz Khalifa has a child by Amber Rose. Those two got into it over the Kanye wanted to name his album at the time Wave or something like that. Wiz Khalifa accused Kanye West of kind of stealing the idea from a rapper that was incarcerated. That just blew up to be a whole Twitter war between the two of them, and to the point where Kanye West told Wiz Khalifa, I own your son because I used to date Amber Rose. It was a whole hot mess. But again, I'm only saying this because over the decades, Kanye and his antics and his shenanigans have been celebrated by many. And now everybody want to look and give this side eye and say, well, why is he so out of control? Because y'all allowed it. You allowed it for years and celebrated it. When he said Bush hate black people, people were celebrating that. When he what else did he do? Oh, when now I will say people got pissed off on this. When he said that slavery was a choice, because the black people was enslaved for over 400 years. He said that sounds like a choice to him. Now, a lot of people got outraged, but not outraged to the point where they said, you know what, we're going to make him pay. We're not going to keep supporting him because he simply doesn't get it. It wasn't until his most recent antics were wearing the shirt that said White Lives Matter, which was saying anti-Semitic things. It wasn't until now people are finally saying, you know what, enough is enough with Kanye. He's a sick individual. He's messed up in the head, and we're not going to support him. We want to mute Kanye West. And listen, I'm not in a disagreement with muting Kanye West, but what I am more in agreement of is someone in his camp. And because Kim Kardashian, did they get divorced yet? Are they officially divorced? I don't know if they're officially divorced yet, but I'm going to say his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian, who has 4 children by him, right? She should step in. And people may say, well, she doesn't have to. This is not her concern anymore. It is her concern because he is the father to her children. She should step in, put aside any hatred or anger that she has for him right now. She should step in and help this man get the help that he needs, because he is crying out, in my opinion, crying out for help. And no one cares. No one is helping him. We, the public, can't force this man to take his medication or take some medication and get the help he needs. But his inner circle, they can. And I think that is what they need to do. And I think especially if she is still married to him, Kim Kardashian could step in, go to the proper authorities, and at least try her darnest, okay, to get this man into a facility so he can get the help that he needs. He's mentally ill. That is my opinion. He needs to be on a good medication regimen. And then maybe we will stop seeing some of this craziness. Not to say that it isn't him. I think it totally has to be him, right? But I think that it can be controlled by medication. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Let me know your thoughts. Are you like, Diva, stop it, you're crazy, this man knows exactly what he's doing? Are you in agreement with me that although he may know what he's doing, he can't control it because he has mental illness and he really needs mental health help? Chat with me, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button.